Welcome back to another episode of This About That with me and my boy Tyler.
I think we're going
Episode
with episode
7.
7. Yes, sir.
Episode 7.
Yeah.
Pretty
In episode 10, we're going to be doing a $1 million giveaway.
yes, $1 million, everybody. Count your days. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Somebody's walking away with all that money. We're never going to announce the winner, but somebody's getting paid.
It's like that when you see the old guy walking into establishment, and you're like, what can we do for you? $1 million sounds good about right now. And then I'm like,
You're like,
yeah. I was like, I could use $1 million, try to play it off a little bit. I'm like, yeah. But for everybody that will be tuning in and watching this episode, we got a few exciting things, not too much to cover, just a little bit of NHL, NBA news, some other things, and then we're going to get into another tier list for you guys. But to kind of start it off, we're going to go into the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm just going to do a quick recap for all you hockey fanatics and
hockey nuts out there.
Yeah, or you sicko sports fans that just love everything. So Stanley Cup playoffs. We have the Florida Panthers versus the Edmonton Oilers. Game 1 was, I believe, Saturday of this past week. And the Florida Panthers took that game 1 3-0 shutout. And just to kind of recap what we talked about in previous episodes, just about what team needs to step up and what they can do moving forward. Playing against each other and seeing how that pans out. And right now we're seeing the Florida Panthers do what the Florida Panthers do best, and I just think play consistent hockey. Like we said in the previous episodes, they are playing consistent hockey all the way through. They're
going to beat you down.
They're going to beat you down. They're just going to beat you down. There's no other way to say it. They're a consistent hockey team, and every line shows it. You have the 1 through 4, and they're all playing on a hot cylinder right now. And they're playing consistent hockey, and it's good to see. Like we said in other episodes, what teams need to do, what each team needs to do to be successful, and Florida's doing that. Florida is doing exactly what we said, just gonna maul you. They're gonna play every minute of every period, and they're gonna come out and they're gonna throw it right in your face, and that's what they're doing. Bobrovsky
you better make every possession count because you're not gonna get a lot of them.
Exactly. You have to play consistent against Florida, and Bobrovsky had a shutout, obviously 32 saves, and he's looking great. In my opinion, when that guy's on in the playoffs, he's the best goaltender in hockey. Yeah. I have seen this guy do some amazing things in the past few years in the postseason, including this postseason, and it's great stuff. Everybody's like, oh, playoff Bob, dude, he's coming, and then he shows up every single time. He's doing what he needs to do in order for the Florida Panthers to win this Stanley Cup. And I think it's one of those things with Edmonton. Like you said, you need everybody to you need those two guys. You need Draisaitl and you need McDavid, the two hot hands, the two successful players on the team. You need them to play at a certain level each time, and they didn't do that this last game.
Just looking at the stats here too. I mean, it's not that the Oilers played terribly, right? I mean, they led on shots on goal, but they just can't, like you said, Bobrovsky, when he's on, and he was on.
He's on.
The next game is tonight. I think it's on right now. We're recording this, and we'll kind of see how that one shakes out, and be interested to see how it kind of unfolds this time. Maybe some of those shots go in the net, but
I know Sean's downstairs watching the game right now, and I think it's like, just to kind of go back and reiterate, I think it's important for those two top players, Draisaitl and McDavid, to have a game, because in my opinion, I don't think Edmonton has the team that Florida has as far as depth and consistent play goes. It's those two or it's nothing for Edmonton, in my opinion. And they've shown that they can win games. I mean, they made it this far, and I think it's time for the NHL to see this quote unquote star McDavid hoist a cup, and we'll see what happens. Like going back into from the beginning of this conversation, just knowing what these teams have to do, knowing what they're doing right. And I think what Florida's doing right is they're playing at a high level each game, period in, period out, like we've stated. And I think that's what Edmonton needs to work on. They need to do what they need to do right is they need to have McDavid and Draisaitl be playing on all cylinders at all times, every time they're out on the ice. And they got to fire up the other guys. I mean, these guys, they got to want it. Is Edmonton are they gonna show up? I don't know. I think Florida's got their number, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. Florida is going to take this series. I think they're going to be Stanley Cup champs, and I'm excited to see what the outcome of this game 2 is. So yeah,
that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. So kind of going into we got the NBA finals as well going on right now. Tyler's going to kind of touch up on that a little bit. Tyler, what are we seeing out there?
Yeah, just had so Celtics have taken a 2-game lead. Series is 2-0 Boston. Luka is playing like Luka, but he's going to need somebody else to step up here. Kyrie had 16 points, which is obviously helpful, but when you're Luka and you're doing everything out there, I mean, you got to be able to keep up with the Celtics. And it's not even the Celtics right now. It's not even like the last game. It wasn't even anybody like Tatum or Brown that really stepped up and won it for him. It was Drew Holiday, and then Drew Holiday has 26 points. Jaylen Brown has 21. Jason Tatum has 18. It's hard to win those kind of games when you're just battling it out with the other team.
When the other team is
not given, and they're not losing by a ton, but game 1 they lost by almost 20. Last night they lost by like 7. So it's just it's not like they're getting absolutely smoked, but it just hasn't been a great showing. Game 1 was a little bit different. Again, Luka was doing most of the damage. He had 30 points. The next highest person on his team was 14, and it was not Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie kind of has to figure out what's going on with himself and kind of dig himself out of that hole. But it's just you look at the box score, which is what I'm looking at here, and they just it looks like the Celtics are just getting the points from everywhere, and it's not like I'm sure there's some Mavericks fans out there saying, "Oh, it's the refs, this, that." They've had the exact same amount of foul calls, so you can't even say it's anything like that. It's just the players are playing, and they're they're not stacking up very well right now.
Yeah, and exactly, it's kind of a reoccurring theme in other sports. You're just seeing teams that are just completely in sync from their starters and to the entire bench. And last night, there was 3, like you kind of going back in the NHL, there's 3 goals from 3 different guys.
Yeah.
Carter Verhaeghe, Evan Rodriguez, and Eetu Luostarinen all scored their goals. And
none of them named Kachuk, so it's like
none named Kachuk. It's coming from other players, from other the fourth liners, the third liners, the second liners
teams are made of, right? It's just
exactly.
Like, look at the Warriors when they've won their championships. There's just random guys you can think back on. Like, give me a random Warriors player from any of our championships that was instrumental in the championship.
Andre Iguodala is not really a.
Andre Iguodala was like our 6th man, but you can go like Sean Livingston.
Yeah, Livingston. You can go. Andrew Bogut was in there, wasn't he?
Andrew Bogut.
Barbosa. Yes, dude. Andrew Bogut. Like that was the one guy that I always remember, and I'm like, people hated on that dude, but he did his job almost every game. Every game, he was a consistent NBA player. Yeah. He's consistently it factor.
He one player that just hits those shots.
Exactly, and it's just like
Otto Porter Jr. on our 2020 championship.
Yeah,
he was just corner 3. Otto Porter Jr. would bang that thing every single time.
Yeah, and it's just like this kind of goes back to right now in the NBA, the finals. It's just like you look at the Celtics, and it's not just Tatum; it's other guys on the bench, and you look at Luka, and it's literally just it's just him. Not saying that the rest of the team is bad. I'm just saying that there needs to be a level of play in which he's able to play at a high level, but there's at least 2 or 3 guys on the starting 5 or on the bench coming in and playing that consistent play.
Like, I'm sorry, Kyrie, but Jaden Hardy should not be scoring more than you.
Yeah, it's just like,
that should be.
Are we seeing a Kyrie slump again? It's just like this guy goes high, low, and I'm just like, it's one of those things where it's like you see it in all sports, all teams. You have to have your backups. You have to have your fourth liners, your third liners, your bench. No matter what sport you're playing, you have to have those guys in sync and playing at a level and being able to come in and put up points and contribute to a team win. And that's what I think is the difference in the NBA finals and the NHL finals that we're seeing is the bench play, the third, fourth line play. They're all playing consistent. They're all wanting it. And it's a one-sided affair, in my opinion, for NHL, and it could be for the NBA playoffs too if Luka and the Mavericks don't do anything about it.
I'm just curious to see how this will kind of shake out because this is what's supposed to happen, right? You have home court advantage. You're supposed to win the first two. Now can you go home and win the second two, and then you have a series?
Yep.
You're not going to be able to win this thing if you lose one at home. Obviously, I mean,
no.
3-1 is almost impossible to come back from unless you're the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't want to talk about it.
We're going to see what happens in both the NHL and the NBA finals, and we'll see who's going to come out victorious in both sports. And I'm rooting for Florida, and I'm rooting for the Mavs. Don't really want to see the Celtics hoisted up, but I feel like it's their time. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see what transpires after a few of these games.
Pain for all Boston sports teams. So I hope they crumble.
That is true.
Like a like a crunchy Chips Ahoy.
Just crumble. No milk. But kind of moving into another topic, we know that Darren Waller.
Yeah, we touched
on this a little bit last week, and I believe he is officially retired, according to articles that I read today about him retiring. Like we said, he's pursuing music.
He put out an announcement on his Instagram, and I will say I have joked about it a lot, but I do appreciate everything Darren Waller did while he was on the Raiders. He was a really fun player for me to watch. He was awesome until he wasn't. So, congrats on a decent career to Darren Waller. But anything else to add on that?
Like you said, great career. Wish him the best. And he was a fun player to watch. That's for sure. Before we get into our tier list, I kind of want to just touch on Mike Tomlin, head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, got a 3-year extension this, I believe today or yesterday. And he's going to lead the Pittsburgh Steelers in another few years of football. Mike Tomlin. So, Mike Tomlin, he's pretty good track record. He is a Super Bowl champion for the Steelers. He's won multiple championships. Just kind of look at here. He has 7 division titles, 3 AFC championships, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and 1 title in one of the Super Bowls. He's been their head coach since 2007. I mean, he's been on for quite some time. And I've always liked Mike Tomlin. I think he does everything right. He's a good head coach, and we'll see what he does for the Steelers in the next 3 years. But we're gonna get into this tier list, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let Tyler.
We kind of pop it up on the screen. I think we're waiting for a couple of surprise guests. We got
there's Diego Wild, surprise guest, everyone.
Joining any minute now. But Diego, welcome to This About That. And it's your first time on our show. But,
welcome.
Pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me on. I gotta get on Sean. You guys already got a cooler logo than we do, with like the Miami Vice colors. So this is already off to a great start here. Talk about Mike Tomlin, and I don't know if you've teased. Have you guys teased the tier list yet, or is this going to be a complete surprise?
We have not. I wanted to wait for Gally to jump on.
Diego, how are we doing? How's your Monday going? How'd your Monday go?
Dude, it's going all right. I just got back from working out, which was nice. It's a little back and buys day today with the most half-assed Stairmaster you've ever seen in your life afterwards. Had an interview this morning, which was awesome. So that was cool.
What company are you looking at?
In the college football world?
Any news in the college football world? None that jumps to mind specifically. No, my gosh, no, nothing that comes to mind.
Anybody have a scumbag activity this week? Anything we should know about?
Any what bag activity?
Any scumbag activity? Twitter beefs?
I mean, there's always beef, I mean, especially with the College World Series. I mean, the Southern fraternities are just getting their rocks off right now, and they're just, I mean, this is like Civil War type mortar shells right now. I mean, people just laying siege to opponents right now on Twitter. I've seen some stuff. Ole Miss Twitter is they're
going off. It's going off.
Now, Ole Miss Twitter always goes off. They always are just like posting something about like things to do today, and then it'll just be like a can of a Zin, like a picture of like a blonde stripper, and like a Miller Lite, and they'll just say like having an 11 a.m. like the left hates this. It's like, man, like you guys are something else.
Have 11 a.m.
How you can make a Miller Lite political is something else to me, man. But hey, so no real beefs or anything like that. But
good to hear.
Yeah,
it'll fire up.
All right, everybody. So we're gonna kick off. This isn't a tier list this time. We have a bracket.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna be doing is I'll be reading off the fast food joints that many of us have frequented over the years, and we'll kind of see which ones move forward, and eventually we'll end up with the champion of fast food. You guys ready to get started?
Yeah, let's get it started.
I am ready. No, I think you brought in first of all these seedings were randomized, so don't get mad at the seeding list. We have to keep it legit. And
seeding.
I have to say, I mean they brought in the fast food expert right here. In a past life, I was eating a lot of fast food, so here
a lot of Shamrock shakes.
Dude, the Shamrock shakes. That's right.
Shamrock. All right, let's get started. What's our first one, Ty?
First one we got, and I know I'm going to get some opposition here, but I think we overrule them. We got Arby's against Jack in the Box.
Ooh. Well, I love me some Arby's curly fries, but I got to go with Jack in the Box.
I'm going to go with Jack in the Box here as well, even though I just adore the beef and cheddar.
Jack in the Box.
Any thoughts here?
I said this offline, but I think this is like an 8-9 matchup. This is just poop versus shit. This is South Park turd sandwich versus giant douche. I mean, I don't think neither of these options are great, but Arby's I just think's at a level by itself of badness, and I think Jack in the Box have some redeeming qualities after the hours of like 11 p.m. So Jack in the Box in a bad edge matchup.
Jack in the Box. Good stuff. Good egg rolls. Good egg rolls.
No, this is an interesting matchup.
They're good.
We have an interesting matchup coming up. We have A&W versus Auntie Annie's pretzels.
Oh, A&W all the way. Fuck Auntie Annie's.
I don't know about that. I mean, I see where you're coming from, Cody, because Wetzel's Pretzels obviously dominates the pretzel game.
Yeah, but
have you ever eaten at A&W?
I haven't. It's fire, dude.
I've only
had A&W is good stuff, man.
The A&W desserts, and like you said, I think I'm thinking about like mall pretzels are delicious. I think that's Wetzel's I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you don't go to Auntie Annie's.
That's what I'm thinking. I think the root beer. I'm thinking the root beer float from A&W, as is, carries A&W. In another man, even that's a bad. If this was an NCAA tournament, that's a bad region right there. Arby's, Jack in the Box, A&W, Auntie Annie's. That is a bad region right there.
It's gonna pick
up. That's the region you put in. That's the region that you're playing in like Spokane, Washington, at like 10 o'clock Eastern time. All right, that's a bad region.
Yep. Looks like our next matchup is going to be Boston Market against Burger King. I think we're going to advance Burger King here because I don't consider Boston Market a fast food joint.
Yeah, I've never really had Boston Market, so I'm going to have to throw Burger King in there.
Hey, I'm in for a whaler sometimes,
A whaler? Man. I don't think I've had Boston Market since fourth grade, but I mean Burger King. I mean, let's be real, man. How are they keeping those burgers so cheap? I mean, what are they doing?
I don't know. It's something in the meat, dude. It's something in the meat.
Whopper. Hey. You know what? Yeah. The Whopper. They move on.
Whopper. What's the next one?
Next one, we got Chick-fil-A against Checkers.
I've never had Checkers. I heard Checkers.
I've never had.
I've never had Checkers either, so I think it's going to get bounced. But it's also Chick-fil-A. You know, we're not taking out Chick-fil-A.
I'm not a huge fan of Chick-fil-A, so. But
this one's
if I had,
because
I'd probably pick Checkers.
I'm going to pick Chick-fil-A, but I think this is a tough draw for Checkers because there's some people who love Checkers, like Midwest, South. Like apparently, like Checkers is like legit. That's just that's bad matchup for Checkers. Bad matchup for Checkers right there to go against one of the blue bloods. I would say right off the gate.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got Chipotle and Cinnabon.
Ooh.
I am a huge.
We have our first close matchup. We have our first.
Cinnabon is pretty fire, dude.
I feel like Chipotle has gone downhill in recent years, while Cinnabon has been a constant.
But it's just like we're battling over two different food groups.
That's what I would say. Like at the end of the day, at the end of the day, Cinnabon, they make cinnamon rolls. Like that's so niche. And you know, Chipotle, you know, it's been a lot bad press in the media. Look, I think Chipotle still tastes good. I mean,
still go there and
taste is not a problem with Chipotle. It's their portion sizes that have been the problem, but the flavor I think is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, looks like we got Jimmy John's against Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen, put it in there right now. Don't ever disrespect.
Sure we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, Jimmy John's.
So Jimmy John's.
That is on the same level as John Bueno saying, "Ooh, Quiznos, yum 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 yum."
Jimmy John's. A funny story about Jimmy John's, real quick. Jacob Walker, friend of the program, he one time went to Jimmy John's when he was starving after work, took one bite, went, "This is shit." Took one more bite to make sure, said, "This is shit," even louder, and probably the hardest garbage can slam I've ever seen in my life was him throwing that Jimmy John's sandwich into the restroom. Enter Jensen Mulvey, who is a Jimmy John's fan, goes, "What the fuck, wasted a perfectly good sandwich?" It was just a funny day.
A perfectly good sandwich. That is hilarious. Were you guys intoxicated?
No. It was like a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon. That's what made it more funny. Yeah.
Okay. That's a big Jacob thing to do. It seems like just slam the sub in the trash can, one bite. Everybody knows the rules, and the rule is this sucks. You know.
Yeah.
So Jimmy John's, I've heard mixed things about Jimmy John's. I guess is what you order. But the one thing I remember about Jimmy John's is a supreme patty, a YouTube Instagram legend back in the day went to a Jimmy John's and said, "Hey man, if you quit right now, I will give you $2,000." And the guy's like, "Fuck this job," and threw a sandwich up in the air and slammed his apron down on the ground. I was like, that is Jimmy John's.
That's a single paycheck. He quit over a single paycheck. What are we?
Well, I don't know. It might have been 2 days.
Yeah, I know it was a while ago, and it might have been another state.
We're going down the Jimmy John's K-hole here.
The rabbit hole, the Jimmy John's rabbit hole. On to the next.
Exactly.
All right, we got Five Guys against Hardee's, also known as Carl's Jr.
Five Guys. This is all day.
Yeah,
I think Carl's Jr. We used to call it see-through bacon back in the day, dude. I remember us going to Carl's Jr. I could see the damn cashier through my bacon.
Although I have a question to propose. Are these guys going to get out on like almost a disqualification? Is Five Guys fast food?
Yeah, I mean, you can plenty of these places on here are really technically fast food.
Say, "Hey, I'd like a burger," and they'll give it to you in a bag. If you go to, I'm saying if you go to Boston Market, for example, you got to sit down, get a waiter.
Yeah.
Or order ahead. Like you can't just show up there and be like, "Hey, I just want this."
Okay. Yeah. Okay, then I'll go Five Guys. Expensive, but I think the quality of food. Quality of food makes up for the price.
Probably Five Guys, probably one of the top 3 fast food burgers. We're about to see.
Bold claim.
And
I can see
there should be no argument.
And I could see a hell of a matchup coming in round 2, but we're gonna get to that. But I got In-N-Out over White Castle, but in a sweep.
I've had White Castle recently, and it was not impressive.
White Castle is. Harold and Kumar put that on the map.
They make that look real good.
Yeah, but you have to be completely zoinked the entire time.
They did not need those burgers that bad. They were hyping it up for nothing.
Yeah, they got that college dorm weed and fucking went psycho. The car went off.
Great movie though. Good movie though. That's a classic.
On the other side of the bracket, round 2, if you will, but it's really just still round 1. This is a banger of a matchup. Not really, but kind of.
El Pollo Loco
against Taco Bell.
El Pollo Loco.
No, Cody, you're crazy.
That chicken is fire, dude. That chicken is so good. When I was younger, we used to get the family pack. Taco Bell is ass cheeks, boys. Come on here.
So what? No. So Taco Bell, I think, is like some of the best fast food, price-wise, taste-wise, availability. This is probably, I'm looking down the whole matchup list. This is probably like the worst matchup because there is
another banger
El Pollo Loco. El Pollo Loco, I think, could have a chance of like winning 2 rounds. It's just a shame that they went up against probably one of the heavy hitters. Again, a blue blood in Taco Bell.
Yep.
I mean, Taco Bell, desserts, breakfast, lunch, dinner, value menu, not value menu, sauces galore, fast service. And depending on the location, I will say their service has gotten more consistent too.
I can't go get hammered at a El Pollo Loco.
That is true.
I can go get hammered at a Taco Bell cantina. Also, El Pollo Loco, I have a personal vendetta. In high school, we got a El Pollo Loco in Livermore, and for the first week, they decided it would be a good marketing strategy to serve us fried chicken and mac and cheese. About a week later, they took it all away and only served us shitty barbecue chicken.
No, that chicken was so good. The skin on El Pollo, dude, stop hating, dude. It's so good.
Chicken. I just think Taco Bell's better. Unfortunately.
Taco Bell's cheeks.
We got next round. We got Subway and Sonic.
Oh man, I love me some Sonics though.
Not for the right reasons.
Subway, bro. I've been on that Subway kick, boys, and there's nothing wrong with Subway. It is a house first. First built in Connecticut. I looked up some history on Subway a few days ago when I was at the sub. I was like, how did this place start? How did it come to be? Guy in Connecticut, man. Good sub. I'm very pissed that the $5 footlong is no longer. The price has gone up quite a bit, and I'm pissed about that. Sonic's got some good curly fries. They're damn fucking Blizzard type thing, whatever the fuck they're called.
And they got the drink there. They got that cherry limeade.
Yeah, they also have the best drink. I think the best drinks in fast food.
Maybe, in the industry.
I think they have the best wide variety of drinks and good drinks too.
What do you
have everything.
What are you thinking? This is. I'm
gonna have to throw. It's a horrible matchup. It's a tough matchup because I love me some Subway, but I think Sonic takes the cake here.
I think because of the variety of the things you can order at Sonic, it puts it ahead for me as well.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm choosing Subway. I think we have our first somewhat disagree. This is all right. I think
I love
Sonic
Subway.
The service is not as good. The second they took away the gimmick of the rollerblades, I think the gimmick of the rollerblades was overcompensating for below average food at a price that's higher than a lot of their competitors.
The price isn't as bad anymore. The price, you can go there and get a few things for not that much money. The issue I have with Subway, if Subway still had the $5 footlong, they would be
over with.
Oh, hey,
but they don't.
Agree to disagree. I got Subway over Sonic, but overvoted. There we go.
In the long run, though, it doesn't really matter. We got Taco Bell coming back around.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be a tough one to beat.
Okay, this is another good matchup. Wendy's versus KFC.
I'm not really a fan of either of these. However, Wendy, I think KFC. I used to love KFC when I was a kid.
Me too.
I just think like KFC. I don't know if they changed, but I feel like the quality. Literally, like I had it. I think a few years ago.
I don't think KFC changed. I think the market broadened.
Yeah,
and unfortunately,
it's greasy chicken. Like let's call it what it is. It's just greasy chicken.
And like you said, Diego, I don't go to either of these places, but if I ever do go to one of them, I just go to Wendy's and get a Frosty. That's something they have.
Wendy's got good fries too, and they have the Frosties. KFC, I grew up eating KFC. Every time my grandma would come into town, Dad's like, we're getting KFC. But now I haven't had KFC in years because I do realize that is a greasy pit chicken. Yeah. Greasy chicken to lure in Sam Lasco from Trailer Park Boys. And
it's just and another story to add on to the KFC, I got a kick about probably 7 months ago. I was like, oh man, what sounds great? Some KFC. I went and got it. I've never been so disappointed.
That's a shame. Dude. That is a shame.
It's review of the week. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day has been ruined.
Review of the week. Yes.
This is an absolute smash. Long John Silver's might never recover from this, but this is McDonald's versus Long John
McDonald's, get the fuck out. We don't even need to talk about that. If you ever eat at Long John Silver's,
Dude,
God help you.
If you're the one person keeping Long John Silver's in business, go fuck yourself.
How the fuck is that place still in business? Don't you dare say it, Diego. I swear to God.
Don't do it.
I will get you like a fish.
I have not been to Long John Silver's. However, I have been, and driving up to Boise, there's one in Winnemucca, Nevada. I have been tempted, and I was tempted so much, I pulled in because I wanted to try it, and then seeing God, I whipped out of there and just drove away because I couldn't pull myself to do it. But I got close, literally 20 yards from entering the drive-thru at Long John Silver's just to check it out. And I never had it in the meme. I was like, dude, Long John Silver's, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I got 4 more hours to drive. Can't risk it. This could just be terrible, and just drove away.
The only thing you could eat at Long John Silver's is the Safeway cookie they give with every fucking meal. That's it. That's it. Long John Silver's. I don't even think Long John Silver's can beat White Castle. I
don't think they could.
They don't. All right, let's move on. What's the next one?
Yeah, I don't know what this restaurant is. I'm gonna put it over here so I can see it better.
Steak
and Shake. Ooh, I've heard good things. I've never had it, but I've heard good things.
Never had Quiznos.
Just off of my pure hatred for Quiznos, I think we can advance it.
Yes, fuck Quiznos.
No, I've heard great things of Steak and Shake. They're like a steak burger, so it's not like regular ground beef. They kind of use I think chuck or some ground roast, and it's a little more like Five Guys in the sense where it's a little bit more sit down, I think, but. Quiznos. I mean, just a piss poor sub. Steak and Shake moves on.
Yeah. Next one, Diego. You might have some feelings about this. Dunkin' Donuts versus Jersey Mike's.
This is this the other wild matchup that you were thinking about later?
Gotta put Jersey Mike's in there.
There's one more that I'm thinking of.
Jersey Mike's. Come on, fellas. This one's tough, dude.
Dunkin', because I think Dunkin' makes the best fast food donuts in the game. And I think their coffee's a little underrated.
Listen, though, here's the thing.
Jersey Mike's, though, is
unless I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts to enjoy a coffee, I will not get their donuts because I'll just go to my local donut place.
That's a good point. I would go to.
I'm not going there for their donuts. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. That is true because I could go to Jersey
Mike's.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
it's right down the street from my house.
You bring up a good point too because I think I'd rather go to the local donut shop over Dunkin', but. There are times where I'd prefer Jersey Mike's over the local sub shop.
Yeah, and Dunkin' Donuts, it has to be oh man, you know what sounds great right now? A coffee and a donut. Where can I get both of those things?
I've had Dunkin' Donuts.
I could go to Starbucks for a coffee and a local donut place for a donut and combine the two. I have to be man, I'm in a rush and I want both of these things right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dunkin' Donut I've had once. It was good coffee. Their coffee was good. Had no complaints. But Jersey Mike's is right down the street from my place. I see myself eating there a few times a week. Yeah. So Jersey Mike's,
Here comes my matchup of the day, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Panda Express versus Panera.
Oh, that's a tough one, boys.
Panda in a sweep.
I am
Panda
we used to go all the time, Diego. Remember that crackhead we saw?
I love Panda Express. When I was at school, I used to, if you took a percentage of the Flex Bronco bucks I would spend, most of it was going to Panda Express. I love Panda Express. So I love the chow mein. I love the paint. It doesn't matter, man. You get
about 45 minutes later, but you get the most food.
Oh yeah,
most food for cheap. And I'm like, you can't get it. And I've had Panera. Panera's fucking fine. Here we go. But Panda Express was.
I got Panda Express.
Livermore, and we saw that crackhead that one day get arrested.
We're gonna add in our second special guest. He's a little bit late here, but he's going to be just in time for round 2.
Oh shit!
Here he is.
Oh shit!
David Galley.
Here he is not.
What's up, boys?
There he is. Yeah, Galley.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, we can.
Is it
but we're just.
Can you hear
us? It's all right.
You're good. We can hear you.
My fucking microphone or my headphones aren't working, but.
Oh, all right.
It's very clear.
Yeah. So I also agree with you, Diego. I love Panera for
it's
good.
A great
if we're having a work meeting, conference or whatever, I got to bring a bunch of sandwiches somewhere, I'll go to Panera. It's even good sometimes, but there's nothing in the game quite
nothing
like
compares. Yeah.
Panda Express, man.
The fortune cookie's even delicious. Like, how have they perfected a fortune cookie? Tell me.
They're orange chicken.
And
you know what else is great?
Refined sugar. Probably a bunch of refined sugar.
If you catch the worker at Panda Express on a good day, you'll walk out of there with almost a boatload of chicken.
Oh, yeah.
He'll give you so much. He'll hit you with the scoop, and you're like, oh, that's a lot of chicken. He'll be like, nah, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh,
hit you like, and then hit you like 3 pieces.
There's nothing like the Panda Express scoop, and then he goes in for like 4 more pieces, and it's like, oh, yeah. We're rolling.
You get excited, dude.
I open my box, and there's like chicken that's poured over into my chow mein. That's the way it should be.
That's the best way to have Panda Express. I just love it. I love it. I love the portions. I love the people there. They just load you up and they make your tummy feel full. But Whataburger versus what's that other one?
That's Popeyes.
Popeyes all day.
Ooh.
Whataburger was ass. I've had it twice.
Listen, I am not gonna. Popeyes doesn't do anything the best, in my opinion.
Oh, they do the best chicken.
They don't have the best chicken
best
sandwich.
fried chicken
they don't
sandwich.
Have the best chicken tenders. They don't even have the best fried chicken.
Whoa! They have the best fried chicken sandwich in town. There's nobody better.
Blows it out.
I would go.
Don't say it. Oh my God, Raising Cane's is so ass.
Yeah,
you're kidding with me.
Raising Cane's, the only thing about Raising Cane's that is good as the sauce.
I would even go Jack in the Box chicken sandwich.
You are out of your oh my God, dude! I want to come through this fucking screen and choke you. Oh my God, are you out of your damn mind?
It is so gas. I'd go with a McChicken
sandwich.
Diego, I'd get you with that. I'd go with a McChicken over Popeyes.
Oh my God, this guy is on crack.
Oh man,
that is probably the worst take I've ever heard in my entire life, and Keaton exists on this platform.
Well, Cody, you're about to hear it again because I think Whataburger sweeps Popeyes.
You are oh my God, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind here.
Yeah.
David,
it's delicious.
Yeah, no, I hate to say it, but like, dude, Popeyes is trash and it's overpriced.
Oh my God, I'm gonna lose it. What the fuck are you guys saying? Oh my God. Popeyes chicken sandwich, dude. You can't name anything better. What are you talking about?
It's overpriced, so I'm gonna have to go with
Oh my God.
even though I'm not.
All right, round 2. Sorry, Cody.
And have you guys ever had the chicken biscuit at Whataburger for breakfast with the honey sauce on there?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind. Please, somebody in the comments, if you see this video, help me. Help me. Oh my God, that is so fucking bizarre.
3 viewers, and half of them are family from Texas, and they're all.
That's all right. Yeah, well, they're gonna hear it here. Whataburger's ass. I had it in Texas and I had it in Florida. Buns ass burger to you Texas family members of T. Lou. Swear to God, and maybe it's because I left it a little bit, to not really be as warm. But that burger was ass. There was no flavor. That tastes like a county jail patty. Where's the salt? Where's the pepper? Where's the anything? It was a sloppy burger. It was terribly placed together. And both times I had it, negative reviews. The fries were
you really feel
decent. And Whataburger can suck it. God, you guys are out of your mind. Round 2.
All right.
All right, round 2 starting. We got Jack in the Box against A&W. I'm gonna go with Jack in the Box here.
I will go with Jack in the Box here. A&W is good, but I haven't had it more than I had Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
So
going Jack in the Box too, all the way. A&W, like
I also got Jack in the.
Yeah, maybe KFC because I know A&W and KFC are usually together, but dude, A&W used to be goated. I think it was like the first fast food joint for a long time.
Yeah,
Well, you were talking about it earlier, Gally, and the thing that was carrying A&W in their first round matchup was the root beer floats and the desserts. But I don't think the actual food. I mean, Jack in the Box. I said this before. They got an easy division. I'm not a hater of Jack in the Box, but it sure ain't one of my favorites. But I think Jack in the Box is better than A&W. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's facts.
They jumped out of the blocks here. They got that off that hot start.
Yeah.
Burger King against Chick-fil-A.
I got Chick-fil-A.
Even though I'm not a huge fan of Chick-fil-A, I don't like it very much. Chick-fil-a definitely takes the cake over Burger King.
Yep.
Bro, if you pick Burger King over Chick-fil-A, you're like senile. I'm telling you, dude.
I mean,
Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich is pretty ass.
All right, here's a big matchup for me personally.
Soggy, has no flavor, no crunch.
Chipotle against Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen, there's not even a question. Fuck Chipotle. over Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen is a staple of mine since I was a kid. That shit is awesome. Hate how the one in Livermore closed down for what, a damn dentist practice.
You know what? Thinking about it right now, I got a Dairy Queen like 10 minutes away. I haven't had it in a while. I'm going there after dinner. Like I'm going to get it.
It's so good. The chicken tenders, you heard it here, folks. Best in the game. Best in the game.
Right. Tenders there. You can get a cheeseburger. But
Dairy Queen.
The creme de la creme of Dairy Queen.
This is interesting. You guys think DQ's food is good?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
DQ's food is trash, bro.
No, it's good. Yeah. It's good. No, their chicken tenders and their fries are so good.
You know, we're going to have to flip a coin on this. Yeah, I'm also going Chipotle on this.
Hold on.
All right.
Cody. Go ask Sean which one's better.
No.
Yes.
I'm kind of trapped in my little desk. I mean, how about I just call him?
Yeah, there we go. Say we need a tiebreaker.
You know, yeah, I think Chipotle is better. You know, like I said, I think Chipotle's problem isn't the flavor of food; it's the portion size. But I think the flavor is.
I think you're just wrong. Dairy Queen is the king of ice cream.
Sean McClem, we need a tiebreaker. What do you got, Chipotle or Dairy Queen?
I mean, Chipotle lately has been ass, so I'm gonna give it to Dairy Queen.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Wow, pit sweat. That's how mad I am.
Diego just said his pits are pitted because of that. But
he's had too much Chipotle, shitting his pants.
Yeah, he's pooing his pants over there because of Chipotle. Fucking brown marker, dude, never ends. But all right, we'll get off here. I'll let you get back to it. All right, you heard it.
That settled it. Yeah, sorry. It's
recency
bias. Diego, it's more recency bias.
It's all right. Hey, democracy wins.
You know
can't argue with that.
You know my vote here. You know it.
You're gonna go Five Guys. I've got In-N-Out on this all day.
In-N-Out all day.
I also got In-N-Out burger, man. I think for the price that it is, there's no better burger for the price. Cody, yeah. I'm sorry.
Second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cody. There's no better. I mean, and you get the fries well done, and they're fine. So it's like the one weakness you can fix with 2 words. The one weakness that you can point out, you can fix with 2 words.
Fry well done. Perfect. They're perfect.
The fry. I mean, I like the fries animal style. If you're getting the fries animal style,
that too. Yeah. You can again 2 more words.
2 words, yeah. Animal styles. That's right.
You can make them.
Cody, you're not a fan of
you can say animal fry well done.
I think In-N-Out's good, but I don't think it's that good, dude. The fucking fries are ass. It pisses me off. I walk in, I'm like, yeah, you know what? And ever since I've gone In-N-Out after, I only get it animal style. But even then, the fucking most of the time, it's a limp noodle of a fucking pasta mess. It looks like spaghetti down there, and there's no crunch to the fries. You know, you got to pour on a fucking gallon of salt. They're dinky little fucking 1.5-inch fries, and then it's like you get to the bottom of it, and it's just a.
I went ahead and muted him.
Ridiculous.
All right. Other side of the bracket. Here we go.
Other side. Taco Bell and Sonic. Again, no contest here.
Yeah, I got T-Bell. T-Bell in another sweep. In another sweep.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Goat things.
All right,
I'm going to have to go McDonald's.
McDonald's over Wendy's here, right?
Yeah, McDonald's.
Oh boy, we got a gargantuan matchup.
I like Wendy's, but
let's put this in.
David, yeah, I have McDonald's, but I want to hear your
fucking slap, dude. They're the best spicy nuggets in the game. They're so good.
Fair point.
And the thing about Wendy's too is it's cheap, except they have increased prices, which is ridiculous. Like they got rid of the 4 for $4, which is the best deal in human history.
The 4 for $4.
And dude, like the biggie, like I don't know, like Wendy's slaps. I prefer Wendy's, but McDonald's, it's classic. But I'm going Wendy's here. I'll be devil's advocate. I'll be the Cody of the takes.
I like that. But the rest of us have in a McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Hey,
I
going
agree
down
with
with the ship.
Spicy nuggets are fantastic. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Dude, they're spicy nuggets.
You ever take their spicy nuggets and dip it in a Frosty?
I haven't. That's
neither have I. That'd be gross.
People like to do frosty. It's not about the
All right. We got Jersey Mike's and
Steak and Shake.
I've never had Steak and Shake, so I'm going with Jersey Mike's.
I gotta go. JM's.
Yeah, J Mike's sweep.
Yeah, I think we gave Steak and Shake a free pass in the first round. We're not going to do that again. We got Panda Express against Whataburger here, and I think Panda Express. I think Panda
Get
Express
out of town.
has all the tools to go all the way.
Yeah, Panda Express for sure.
Like I said, if Panda Express has 0 fans, I am 6 feet under, my friend. I mean, I love Panda Express.
Another patty cake division. Look at Jersey Mike's just cruised right through that.
Yeah,
bro,
it's another easy cruise through for JM's.
I don't see fucking Panda Express kind of blows though.
Jack in the Box. What is it? Jack in the Box. Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
No, David's right. No, David's right. Too many vegetables in the chow mein. The balance was off.
Dude, you gotta tell them hey,
every fast food on campus, they're just poor establishments.
Freaking run by Aramark, that's why.
All right, we got round 3 coming at you. Jack in the Box against Chick-fil-A. Is this where Jack in the Box meets its end?
Yes, I think so.
Jack in the Box is gone.
I think so.
Chick-fil-A all the way, dude.
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately for Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box, I could almost try to say
Dairy Queen.
Tacos. I could talk about its tacos.
You're crazy for saying Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
No way. You got Dairy Queen over In-N-Out Burger.
I don't. I got
I do, dude. I can't stand
my two favorite
In-N-Out. It's just a small baby Tesco burger, as fucking Sean says. It's a undersized burger. The fries are crap. He's gonna mute me here in a second because you guys are gonna fucking whatever. In-N-Out, suck it. Right? God, 2 of the worst. Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out.
Obviously,
those are the 2 worst.
Oh, we got a blue blood matchup I'm looking at right now.
I know.
McDonald's.
Go forward.
McDonald's.
I gotta give it to the bell. I gotta give it to the bell. I can't go. I go to McDonald's. I get a medium fry, a drink, and 2 McDoubles. $35.
Yeah,
I go to Taco Bell. I can get a quesadilla, 6 bean and cheese burritos, and a chalupa supreme for $4.35.
David, you said you were going McDonald's?
Yeah, all the way.
McDonald's, dude. I'm sorry.
Well, we have another tie because I am also going T-Bell. I love T-Bell.
I just feel like
I know he's going to pick Taco Bell, too. This is the best part.
I feel like Taco Bell, fumbles the bag on all. They have a lot of good ideas. I think they have really good ideas, but they just fumble the bag on them.
One more, sorry. Taco Bell, McDonald's.
Man, dude, it's going to be controversial, but Taco Bell just kind of mid sometimes. I'm going to go McDonald's.
T-Lou's face, dude. He's like, oh, yeah, he's about to agree with this. I knew this was off. He'd choose Del Taco over shit-ass
Taco Bell. If it was Del Taco, dude. If it was Del Taco.
Past 1 a.m.
Yeah, you heard that. All right, thanks, buddy. Sorry to keep bothering you.
Dude. Upset alert.
Wow. All right, buddy. Sorry to keep bothering you. All right.
Wow.
That was a 1-2 matchup there.
That was a 1-2 matchup.
You know I'm gonna have to go with my boy Panda. It's been an OG staple since God knows when.
I'm also ripping Panda.
I love Jersey Mike's, but I'm going with old school Panda.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's, your time is up. You had a pretty easy ride here. You're done for. You probably should not.
Hey, can I say one thing? Panda Express, they are making light work of some heavy hitters in their side of the bracket.
And I think it's going to happen.
Watch out.
Here we are, quarterfinal or semifinal. Sorry,
Final 4.
In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A.
I don't even want to choose one.
Oof.
Can't stand.
Can I
either.
say something?
I've got In-N-Out.
Huh?
I have to go.
You're crazy.
With Chick-fil-A.
You're out of your mind.
I think Chick-fil-A, I can get spicy. I can get grilled nuggets. I think Chick-fil-A has better desserts too. Frosted lemonades. Sunjoys. Coffee, iced coffee, like frosted coffee.
Here, think about the animal fries.
I know, Chick-fil-A. Dude. Sorry.
I just think dude, I've always been a big Chick-fil-A fan, but In-N-Out just came to Boise, and I've been going there a lot. And I think, this is tough though because I love Chick-fil-A.
quality of the burger is just.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna have to go In-N-Out. I'm sorry, boys, but like In-N-Out all the way because the burgers are fire and they're cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you get that burger and the cheese is kind of coming out of it, but the edge is still crispy.
Yeah, fire, and the service is great there too. Which it is at Chick-fil-A too. I mean, it's tough. This could be the finals right here, but
Cody, do we have a no vote from you?
I'm going
gonna have to go.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay,
tied it up.
Call Anthony.
Hey, no. Hey, bias
No.
USA.
Biasville,
USA.
Just tell Siri to fucking toss a coin or whatever.
No,
how about we do this?
We gotta get a third party in here. Hold on, I got one.
Okay.
Hannah.
Hey, I do have my girlfriend if we want to do that.
Hey, there.
He's chasing his girlfriend too.
Go away and answer a question. All right, we're doing the poll right now. We're not doing a poll. We're doing a bracket. What would you rather have? What's your favorite? Right, this is the final four: In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A?
Ooh, that's hard. I'd have to go In-N-Out with animal fries.
I knew I loved you.
Animal fries. Animal fries for the win. Dude.
You win some, you lose some. That's a last-second shot that In-N-Out just hit. Heartbreaking for Team Chick-fil-A right there. They need to hold their heads high, though. They need to hold
Panda
their heads high.
Express.
That's just...
I'm going Panda here. I think McDonald's is about to get the upset.
Sorry, dude. McDonald's has no shot.
This is an 8 seed going to the final.
Dude, no, I think this is like the sneaky 4 seed, like Baylor and Texas Tech in a year where they just got athletes and defenders.
Are you guys all on board with
just beating teams like 71-60?
Yeah.
Panda
I'm on board with Panda, dude.
I got Panda Express, dude.
Yeah, I got Panda as well.
And you know who I got at the championship too.
And I hate to say this, but I love In-N-Out.
I know, dude. Me too.
I adore Panda Express. I adore it. It's like
Panda.
It's like your firstborn. You know, you love both your kids equally, but there's always that little bit like you were first.
Like, dude, like you said, Panda. these are like 2 kids, but like, you know, one kid's got orange chicken. I gotta go Panda Express, man. This is a tough matchup, man. I like
that does it. I mean, I think Panda Express is the best fast food place, if for nothing more than the fact that when you go to In-N-Out, you run the risk of, man, I'm gonna be in this line for a while.
That's true.
I can go to Panda Express day or night, and I will just walk right. I'll cruise through there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most times.
Give me a plate, chow mein. I want the honey walnut shrimp. I want the orange chicken. And why don't you hook me up with an egg roll?
Yeah, dude.
No, and I think.
Yeah, I love Beijing beef, dude.
An underrated aspect of fast food, I think, is something Gally alluded to earlier with Taco Bell, and that's like these new ideas, you know, that like new foods to come up with. And In-N-Out, you know, it's great. In-N-Out's a 10 out of 10, but you know they got their menu and they stick to it. You know, Panda Express, they're not like the Jack in the Box Taco Bell where maybe they're trying all this crazy stuff all the time, but when they got a new product, like they'll roll one out every season. Like they got the hot and spicy orange chicken out right now. Panda Express also, they got the Panda burritos, which I've never had and I want to try. But I think Panda Express, wow, this is like
tried the that remember that Black Angus steak? That was good too.
Bro, Panda Express has burritos. That's scary.
Yeah, there's some test kitchens. No, so they're a Southern California based company. So they have a couple like flagship stores down in Southern California, almost like test kitchens, and it's a Panda Express burrito. So you can get like orange chicken, chow mein, they roll it up in a burrito, like a tortilla.
I would have a hard time not making sweet love to that thing.
That's wrong.
Yeah, same.
That's wrong.
You wouldn't eat that?
Hell no, dude.
No, dude. And you treat like some sriracha sauce or teriyaki like the salsa.
You don't put noodles in a freaking burrito. I'm sorry, you just don't do that.
Sure you do.
No, the only like
it's like a spring roll almost.
Burrito like that. Like you can put fries in a burrito. That's okay. Like potatoes and fries. But like when you go into noodles, it's like, okay, what's going on here? This is
what if
too much shit going on.
What if they were to wrap it in like a egg roll wrap and then fry it?
Yeah, See, I could be down with that. I could be down with that,
Crisp or
but
something?
like more of like an egg roll type beat. I'm down, but like
Yeah.
a tortilla.
All right.
Pass.
All right. One more thing, fellas. I think we should end it on this. Obviously, this list was automatically generated, auto-generated. I just want to give like three or 4 minutes total. It just throwing in some honorable mentions that we think could have made runs if they were invited to the tournament. And I got 2 that come to mind right off the bat. Number 1, Raising Cane's. I think if Raising Cane's is on this list, it changes the entire dynamic.
Yeah.
Number 2, since they were allowing fast casual because of there were some fast casual places on this list, I think with this group it'd be like preaching to the choir. And Rubio's, I think, could have made a run. I love Rubio's.
Yes,
baby.
love me some
those are the
Rubio's.
first 2 that came to my mind. Was Rubio's and Raising
That
Cane's.
shrimp burrito. Oh. Baja shrimp burrito or whatever it's called. That thing is.
No, their
Del
steak
Taco,
burritos
another
were
one
so
I think
good
was left
too.
off.
Del Taco. Yeah, you could have put Del Taco on here.
I've never had Rubio's, but I definitely agree. I think
Freddy's.
Raising Cane's makes
Freddy's could have made a huge run. One of my favorite burgers. I could have even passed it up. I might have been able to pass it up on Panda.
Time out. Did you just say Freddy's steak burger could have made a run?
Oh, 100% it could. You're out of your mind if you don't think that burger has more flavor than In-N-Out, you don't have taste buds.
I think if we had replaced Freddy's with if we'd replaced Freddy's with a shake and steak, it would have made it past Jersey Mike's.
Dude, I think I think Cane's is making finals for me, if not winning it all.
Dude, Cane's is so bad, dude. It's literally the most unflavored chicken of all time, and the only thing that makes the entire restaurant is their sauce and only their sauce.
A good matchup would have been In-N-Out against Cane's.
It's not good chicken. Like that chicken is not even close to better than Popeyes. That is just an outrage. That is like if my white cousin came over and made fried chicken. If my white cousin came over and made fried chicken, that would be Raising Cane's. No flavor. Who's in charge of seasoning that shit?
Cane's is only good because of the sauce.
Must have been somebody.
Yeah,
it's just a sauce. It's literally just a sauce.
Chicken with nothing on it. You're not.
100% I am. You have to test it both ways. If you want to know if it's a good, chicken tender or not, you got to eat it without the sauce. You're just cheating yourself, and you know it. It's the Worcestershire, and that's it. That's all the fucking sauce is. It's bullshit. Raising Cane's, I've had it multiple times.
Sauce.
Are you picking DQ over Raising?
Multiple times. Oh, 100%. Their chicken tenders are 10 times better than anything Raising Cane's has ever put in. And I'll stand on that. Right. I'll stand on that hill until I'm 6 feet under. Raising Cane's, you guys can't tell me. I think you guys are just blinded by their sauce. Their chicken tenders are so bad, and there's no flavor. It's like if somebody just threw a tiny bit of.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I got 2 more restaurants that I think could have changed this entire bracket. Number 1 is a unique one. I don't know how long it would have made, but in the right position, I think Wingstop could have made a run.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I think Wingstop also, if we were to replace it with Shake and Steak, might have made it to compete against Panda.
Also, Dunkin' Donuts was on this list. Since they were on this list, I do think that would have qualified Starbucks, which I think would have been a sleeping giant.
No, you would have had it would have been Krispy Kreme, and Krispy Kreme would have made it out the first round.
Krispy Kreme is a dessert place. That's no food. You know that. That's a dessert donut. That's not a breakfast donut.
I'm aware.
I think Starbucks.
I think it wouldn't have made it out of the blocks. This was fast food. Right. They don't really have great food options.
Wiener Schnitzel in that list probably would have made a run, in my opinion.
Yeah, would have gave us the runs. That's what it would have done. Would have gave us the runs.
Was that, Cody?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh, dude, I fucking okay.
Sorry, best corn dogs in the game.
Wiener Schnitzel is one of those places where it's like you don't want to eat there very often, but when you catch a
when you do,
right day, man.
They're loaded fries too. They're ranch fries, dude, that they used to have. Oh my goodness!
Don't let me run into a 5 for $5 and get a few chili dogs. And
I'm walking there with $1.50 in my hands, or I'm killing as many corn dogs.
Wiener Schnitzel is the kind of food you eat in the corner of the parking lot and hope no one sees you. That's what Wiener Schnitzel is. Because you want to get it every 3 months, and then after you eat it, you're like, "What have I done?" You're like Anakin Skywalker. What have I done? That's me every time I have a bite of Wiener Schnitzel.
You know where else we could have put on here? Costco food court. That would have done numbers.
Yeah.
I don't
fast.
think
Costco
that's
food
fast
card
food.
is pretty good.
I don't think that's fast food just because you have to be a member to go.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
It sucks. You used to not be able to. And then I try to go
Mhm.
in and they're like, oh, hold up.
Yeah.
We changed rules April 1st. I'm like, what is this? I thought this was a democracy. Like, I was pissed.
Yeah, no, it is a bummer they changed that rule. I did hear about that.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, boys, I gotta bounce my hockey game.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys.
Peace out.
Yeah, we're kind of getting to the end here, but we're gonna wrap this up. Appreciate you boys tuning in on this episode. We'll have to have you again.
Yep.
Salute. Just for everybody else, make sure to tune in.
Cody and I,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope it was a good one for any future watchers or listeners. We'll be back next week with hopefully some more exciting news, and we'll probably end up doing another tier list or something.
I know I'll be traveling, so
yeah.
So we'll kind of next week's episode might be up in the air, but hopefully we'll be able to make that happen. And we appreciate everybody tuning in and watching, and look forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you guys next time.
Subscribe.
Yes, please do. Thank you guys.
Oh, and let us know about your food takes below. If we got any of these things wrong, let us know. I don't think we did. I think we did a pretty good job here, but apparently not according to Cody.
Yeah, fuck, dude, I'm pissed. But if you guys have any more ideas for tier lists or brackets or anything like that, please share them in the comments or hit us up on our social media at Settle Down, or you can hit us up over our personal Instagrams. I believe they're on the following list. I'm Cody _voicing_. Find me there.
1, 2, 3.
And if you guys have some fun tier list or anything else you guys want us to discuss, man, just let us know. And we appreciate you guys. Thank you.